Welcome back to the channel and to a little bit of change of scenery here. As you can see, this is a different garage from where we normally work. I got the skeleton sky sitting right here, the bed for the Duramax. I got a little story for you. First off, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Please hit the like and the subscribe button down below. Definitely helps out on some of these builds. Like that, and a Duramax, and a Hummer, and all the other ones we got going on. But we were working in a different garage today. Lance isn't here. He's got other stuff going on. We're going to work on the sky. We're working over here because there is no power at the usual garage, and there probably won't be for another day or so. We're in central Pennsylvania. We got hit with the rain of the hurricane, and it dumped like 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know what the final numbers were, but it was somewhere between 5 and 8 inches of rain in a day down, and took a bunch of trees and different stuff down, and there's like 4 or 5 trees on the wires. So it's going to be a while before where the other garage is back up with power and kind of usable again. You can even see that my garage, like, I got water on the floor because it just came in. You can see a little bit of light right there under the door. Yep. It just came rolling in there because we're downhill. Also, there's a skid loader. The old skid loader is actually still running good. Lance just was kind of storing it over here for the summer. He needed to do a few projects around here, and yeah, well, it just ended up here and we haven't taken it back. We got some new merch on the website. If you haven't been there in a while, definitely check it out. We got the Sorry Greta t-shirt coming out there that's on the back. We got the TLR STP logo shirt. We also got some of our stickers. Now, these are ones you've seen from shirts before. We got the Torque to Spec sticker. We got our missing 10mm sticker. We got just my logo sticker right there. And then Top Notch Decals is actually who printed all of these up for me. Actually, I want to check these guys out, so I'm going to throw them up. I guess I'll throw them on the bedside over there just to check them out. So there they are, the new stickers available on the website. Go get them, check them out. Again, huge thank you to Top Notch Decals. Hit him up, they're on Instagram. Good guy. I've known him for a little bit now. Met him at Daytona a while back, and just all around great company. So check them out. All right, enough with the merch promotion. Today we're going to get to work. I want to pull both bedsides off this bed. I am going to, oh shoot, we're going back into a merch thing. These bedsides are going to be up for sale on the website. I don't know if I'm going to cut them into quarters yet and do front and rear. So there's 4 pieces. They'd be a little bit cheaper that way, or do one solid one. But I'm going to start selling off some of these old pieces. And then we'll have some small stuff as well from the truck that we'll sell off too. I'll make a big post about that and do a full kind of reveal video on whatever we're selling at some point here very shortly. We also have the original. This is the original bedside. This is the replacement bed that we put on the truck that I ruined then. This is the original one over here. This is where the square wheels got right into the bedside here. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with it yet. We got 2 of the original ones. I was going to make a big art piece and put it up on a wall somewhere. But I could be coerced into selling that if somebody wanted to make a really good offer. Otherwise, I'll probably use it as some sort of art for the wall. But yeah, it's sitting there. All right, so we're going to try cutting out the sides of this thing. Got the plasma cutter. Nice thing is this garage actually has like accessible 220. The other shop does, but we don't have any. It's just in one spot. So can't use 220 a lot of times on the plasma cutter where we need it. So this is handy. Should be pretty easy, other than my compressor here is way smaller. Plasma cutters make everything so easy. Got that side cut, got this side cut, the back sides, all that stuff. I just need to do the top few little spots that are up there and on the bottom that I can't get to. So I'll flip this thing down and should be able to get those and be done. So how about that? We got both sides off. Not really any issues. The plasma cutter makes things so easy. I am getting like sort of used to using it. It's only like the second time I've really used it. I did get a little too hot on the one spot right here. Bubbled up the paint a little bit, but it actually had more spots than that. Oh, I just cracked the paint. Oh no, that's going to rust now. It actually had more spots, but it actually sunk down back in because I did it on this one here, but it seems like it kind of fixed itself. So a little bit right there maybe, but overall not too bad. Definitely would look pretty sick on somebody's wall. And now I just got to dispose of the rest of the bed here, and we are going to start working after that on the sky. I'll get into that in a second, but we'll just go take this to the scrap pile. Now this skid loader actually works awesome. I really like it. One thing that's tough is most, I don't want to say most, I don't know what percentages are, but this you have to use both joysticks to drive. This side does that side, this side does this side, and then I think this side's up and down and this side's curl. But the problem is like if you want to do anything with your extra hand, like you have to use both hands all the time. So like I was thinking, oh, I'm going to film as I drive this thing, and I can't do that because I need both hands. Poor old Duramax bed, you did not deserve what happened to you when I didn't tighten the bolts down and the wheels came loose and you got destroyed. But yeah, you're going to scrap now. So we finally made it on here to the Skeleton Sky. If you haven't, I have not done much with this car since we got the Duramax. Like this was one of the main cars on the channel. It's kind of half torn apart right now because of, you know, just we got into doing that, and then this sat. So this is my first true video that's kind of dedicated to this car in a long time, like probably a year. This was supposed to be like probably end up being like a full cage car, like a little Leroy. It's not, you know, not going to be as crazy as that car is, but just something fun. 5.3 in it or a 6.0 or something LS based is definitely not out of the question for down the road. But right now it's just the old 2.4. The car weighs about 2,000 pounds. And since we got this car and stripped it all down and everything, it was a wrecked car. And you can see right here, got hit a little bit in the back end, and it actually then bent this control arm and the tie rod down here, all bent. That makes it drive like a son of a gun. It's really fun at under like 30 miles an hour, but once you get up above that, she is literally will shoot just any direction all over the road. So it's never had an alignment or anything like that. So do want to get an alignment done and get this stuff taken care of. I've had these parts here, new tie rod, new control arm, sitting on my shelf for a year, and I figured it is just time to make this thing happen. And then I will get it as close as I can. Some point down the road we will take it and actually get it properly aligned. But yeah, I think we're going to actually focus on this probably a little bit more, not a ton. It's definitely not like the main project car on the channel, but it is really, really fun. And I got some, I think, plans that you guys are really going to like with it. Now, if you're counting, that's not enough lugs for this wheel, but it's how many we got. That just spins. I was afraid of that. That's all right. So unfortunately, this is one of those ones, like it seems like it is every time, that you're going to have to remove the strut to get the bolts out because they're going to hit back there. And so that means this has got to come out first. Then this has got to flip up, which I already got that guy loose. Might have to loosen those up a little bit for it to actually swing up. I think it was still mostly good. Well, I got the strut out. I couldn't really video and do it at the same time because I stood up on this to get it out of there. Because these little bolts here were actually giving me a really hard time. But we're pretty much ready to take this guy out now. Yeah, right here is where that is all bent up. Here's a nice comparison. So here is our original one right here. Here's our new one, and you can see this one. I actually had to look at it a while to tell that that was bent because I didn't know the shape of them. Sometimes they have a little bend in them like that, but you can see there's a big difference there. We're basically ready to get on the road here. Well, I did notice something that I don't know that I saw before, but these come from the factory with Bilstein shocks. So, I mean, that means something. I don't know whether it's probably like their cheapest, crappiest one. But anyways, it's got Bilstein shocks. And I found on my shelf, as I was doing this, I was like, I think I bought brake pads for this for the rear because they were absolutely shot. And the e-brake works. There's no separate e-brake, so it wasn't really working. I think it's because the pads were completely gone. So I'm gonna throw this wheel on, and I'll throw those brake pads on the other side, and then let's go for a spin. I almost forgot one thing we have to do before we start this up, and that is I gotta put this fan connection back together. I put all the wiring. What really needs to happen is I need to strip down all the wiring, and maybe I'll make a whole video doing that, but to at least run it, because if you idle it at all, it will overheat. And I mean, somebody might have had that happen before when they were like doing some donuts in the driveway, and it pushed all the coolant out because it was overheating. That could have happened. Somebody might have done that. But yeah, so I want to just extend these wires a little bit so that we can actually, you know, have some cooling. All right, so I just had some green wire here because I like to confuse myself whether something's a ground or not. And then I needed those connectors, and I ran out on these guys. So I had some wire nuts here. So if you need any electrical services to your vehicle, probably call someone other than me. All right, we really are ready to fire it up now. It looks brighter on the screen, but it's actually getting pretty close to dark here. I did make this a little bit nicer than what I showed you guys before because I'm a professional. I mean, just no way around that. And hopefully now it won't overheat. I'm going to start it up here so that we can work some of that coolant through. Hopefully not have any overheating issues again. To start the Sky, what you do is you turn on this guy right here. That's just a general battery disconnect. Then you got to turn the key right here. Then you can go over to your start button. And then sometimes it shuts off because we have no mass airflow sensors, no cats, anything, you know, like the O2 sensors are disconnected. So right now it really doesn't want to run. Well, maybe we won't be going on a drive tonight. Try revving it up here a little bit. Let's see what happens. We're just having car problems on the channel lately, aren't we? So obviously when you have something stripped this far down, you do run into problems with grounds and things like that. Now there was a ground that I removed just to get a little bit of extra length so I could cut this off and the whole deal. That I put right back, right up there. Wait. Hold on, there's another one here. But that one hasn't been plugged in forever. Yeah, I guess it can't hurt to just kind of stretch it down here and probably put a nut on it. And now I kind of keep my stash of bolts just back here on the floor. Probably something like that's best. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. All right, with those two tightened down, let's see what we got, which I have my doubts here, but... Oh, who did that? I think we might have some luck here. I had to unplug this guy to feed these wires around, and that's like a main harness right there. Oh, all right, cool, we got it. Now I'm hoping, let's see here, it's tough to back out with no mirrors and stuff all over the floor. I'm hoping where I have the GoPro right now, it is not going to be like the most wind noise ever. I know it's kind of got it tucked down in here, so let's see what happens. All right, let's see if I put all the bolts in this time. It's still not going to be out of alignment. I just want to see how much different it feels from before. Gotta do that. Lost my hat last time. Yeah, much better. My steering wheel is still out and stuff, but I gotta put my sunglasses on. You know, it's dark. Get hit with bugs. Steering wheel is still way off here, but the actual driving experience is much improved over what it was before. Because before you could feel the back end really pushing you all different directions. All right, that's good news. Yeah, she's not by any means fast, but it's still pretty fun. So what do you guys think? Should we do just turbo or just go straight to an LS? Turbo I can probably do a little bit easier and quicker. So I don't know. It's just an idea. So there she is. Good day, getting her back together there. I really want to get this wiring harness stripped down. There's so much stuff we could still do to conserve some weight off this thing. Like I got at least another, I don't know, probably 50 pounds, maybe even 100. I mean, I'm keeping both seats, but we could go to lighter weight seats and stuff. But even just like, I mean, I got like some plastic and just bolts and things that could be cut off, and there's a lot of stuff still to do to make this thing even a little bit lighter than what it is. Drove really nice, just needs its true alignment done. Otherwise, it's much safer than it was before. Before it was a little bit of a death trap. Yeah, that wheel's sitting. It's actually still could go out that way a little bit, just a little bit. Or maybe that bracket's bending a little bit, but a lot better than it was. With that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.